Hello, I'm Chief Todd Bettison of the Detroit Police Department. This critical incident community briefing has been prepared as part of our commitment to transparency with our community. Through this briefing, you will be able to review what happened with context provided by our investigators so that you have a better understanding of what occurred. As Chief, I hold this department to the highest standards of service which include values of integrity, professionalism, and community. This briefing is to ensure our values are met and that we are transparent about critical incidents. Thank you.
I am Commander Shonda Starks, Chief of Staff for the Detroit Police Department. You're about to see relevant video footage and learn about evidence and police procedures related to this case so you can have a better understanding of what occurred based on what we know right now. The Detroit Police Department conducts thorough use of force investigations. This requires investigators to interview witnesses, view hours of video, and analyze forensic evidence. We are still at the early stages of this investigation, which can often take up to a year to complete. Our understanding of the incident may change as additional evidence is collected, analyzed, and reviewed. We do not draw any conclusions about whether the officers acted consistent with our policies and the law until all the facts are known and the investigation is complete. A word of caution, the images you are about to see may be disturbing. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. In addition, there may be strong language used by those shown in the video. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for young children and sensitive viewers.
Greetings. My name is Captain Marcus Thurkill. I am the captain of the homicide unit with the Detroit Police Department. On January 17, 2025, at approximately 11 p.m., Detroit police officers from the 8th Precinct were on patrol in the area of West 7 Mile and Fourier Street. While on patrol, officers observed 4 subjects that appeared to be minors walking northbound on Fourier from West 7 Mile Road. Officers attempted to investigate them for a curfew violation. You're going to see footage from 2 officers' body-worn camera as well as dash car camera footage of this incident. Body-worn cameras are used by most officers assigned to field duties. They are worn at chest level and capture a general perspective within line sight from that angle. The angle of the camera prohibits viewers from seeing everything the officers saw and experienced. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. However, body-worn camera videos have a buffer of video without audio from 15 seconds prior. The officers are members of the Special Operations Unit. DPD's Special Operations Unit focuses on reducing violent crimes in their precinct. The officers were driving eastbound West 7 Mile and observed the subjects before the officers turned onto Fourier. One of the individuals appeared to walk back southbound towards West 7 Mile while the 3 other subjects continued to walk towards the alley. Subject 1, wearing a beige vest and black pants, is observed pulling up his pants. The officers parked the scout car at the entrance of the alley to investigate the individual for the curfew violation. You are now watching the dash camera footage of this incident. The dash camera audio picks up the 2 shots fired by Officer A. Officer A is observed pursuing after the subject, who is seen running through the alley behind West 7 Mile. Subject 1 is seen running toward the front of a red SUV. Due to the 15-second buffer of video without audio, you will not hear the 2 shots that were fired by the officer and struck the subject. The video you are watching is a stabilized version of the incident to help you better understand the circumstances surrounding this incident. Officer B exited the scout car and gave chase after the subject. Officer B observes his partner handcuffing the subject and was advised that the firearm was underneath a car. He located and retrieved the weapon. He radios in that the weapon was recovered and the subject is in custody. Officer A places the subject in handcuffs. The subject advised the officers that he doesn't have the firearm and that he is struck by gunfire. The officer shined his flashlight at the bottom of the cart and recovers a rifle. Officers request EMS assistance for the subject. Officer 8 assists the subject onto his feet and helps him over to his scout car for aid. An officer renders aid to the subject until EMS arrives. He was taken to a local hospital to be treated for his injuries and was released into police custody. Here are photos of the firearm that was recovered on the scene.
I swear to God. Come on, man. I'm here, bro.
It's right there.
Come on, bro. I'm here, bro. Come on. You can shot fire one time. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I'm getting back. Get to the field, man.
Hold on.
Man, I don't got nothing. I promise you, bro.
Come on, man. I watched you the whole time. I seen you throw it right under the
I
car.
did, bro, but I'm saying, I'm here, bro. Come on. Come on, man. I'm getting right there, bro.
You got anything else on you, officer? Come on. Where you hit at?
My leg and my arm, bro. Where was your leg? This one. Come on, you can hit me. Call it in there, bro. Come on, bro. I'm getting right there, bro.
Roll your mess. I think you hit twice.
I can't do it, man.
You can't move your leg? You want to sit right here for a minute?
No, bro. Can you just give me a look, bro, please?
You think you're going to be able to work? You think you're going to be able to walk? Why didn't you stop, man? Bro, I didn't want to shoot you.
Bro, I wasn't trying to be on there with y'all boys, bro. Man, I wasn't gonna do you like that, bro.
No, but when you pulled it out, I thought you was. I didn't know.
Come on, bro. Hey, tell your hands come carry me, bro.
I didn't know if you was going to.
Come on, man. I wasn't. I had this, bro. I feel you, gang. I wasn't on that, though.
I mean, I know now.
Come on, bro. Tell them don't make no sense, gang. Tell them don't make no sense, gang.
Yeah.
Look,
He fucking turned around with a fucking AK. And
my bad, gang. I wouldn't. Man, my bad, cuz.
You can't do that, man.
My bad, bro. Come on, gang. Hey, gang.
Just take a seat right here, man. Calm down.
Hello, I'm Second Deputy Chief Grant Ha, Legal Advisor to the Detroit Police Department. For all critical incidents, there are two types of investigations, criminal and administrative. Criminal investigations are conducted by the Homicide Task Force, which is led by members of the Michigan State Police and additionally consists of members from the Detroit Police Department Homicide Section and the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives, commonly known as the ATF. The task force will conduct a thorough criminal investigation by gathering and examining all evidence related to the critical incident. Once the criminal investigation is completed by the task force, it is submitted to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office, which will conduct an independent review and determine whether or not charges are warranted. The second type of investigation is administrative, which is handled by the Detroit Police Department Force Investigations Unit. They will investigate to see if the involved officers' actions were justified, in compliance with rules, regulations, and policies, and whether it was consistent with training. Based upon the findings of the administrative investigation, discipline may be recommended. If there are issues with training or the rules and regulations, changes may be recommended. Additionally, separate and apart from the disciplinary process, a member's duty status will be changed to administrative no gun, suspended with pay, or if the member's conduct readily appears to be egregious, the Chief of Police will make a recommendation to the Board of Police Commissioners to change the member's duty to administrative leave without pay, but with medical benefits. The latter action removes all law enforcement authority and takes the member's pay away until the member has an opportunity for an administrative hearing before an arbitrator.